a child, but what if the village is retarded? What you think it's gonna produce?
3.
Hey y'all, it's Black Girl D, and you are watching Chelsea Ray TV.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Chelsea Ray. This is episode number 5 of Chelsea Ray TV. Time is flying, you guys. It's a lot happening with Chelsea Ray TV. But I want to thank y'all. As usual, I always thank all my supporters, all my viewers. Y'all been doing y'all big one. I know I've been taking a break. A girl been doing some things. But I'm back. I'm back, and I'm super excited. Today's show, I have been so excited to do. I actually wrote the show before I had reached out to her. Y'all been telling me, Chelsea, talk to some females. So I'm going to talk to some. I brought Jasmine Bad in. I brought Kara in. But today we're going to get a little. I love her.
Come on now.
It's very much Angela Davis.
Right.
I want y'all to put y'all hands together. Y'all know I act like I'm in a studio of 5,000. Put y'all hands together for Miss Deasia.
Hey y'all.
Yes.
I'm so excited to be here. Like you just said, even before we talked to each other, I was seeing your videos. I was like, hold up. I don't know. Like I feel like I need to go on there.
Yeah. I wanted to, I had to get you on. And I feel like this is a good time to be talking to you and having you right now.
I think so too. Everything is starting to solidify,
Yes.
The ground beneath me starting to firm up. So I think this is perfect.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah. So I want to thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I named this show The Female Advocate. If y'all don't know, when Uncle T got on national television and said, "What if the village is retarded?" This is the girl who was standing directly behind him. Okay. She is a part of Safe Streets. We are going to talk to you about a lot today. So please explain to my viewers who don't know exactly what Safe Streets is.
Got you. So first of all, like she said, my name is Deasia. I go by Black Girl D. My 9-to-5 job is Safe Streets. It's an organization under the Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, better known as Monty. And we are a violence prevention program started in 2007. And our whole purpose is to reduce and prevent gun violence, fatal and non-fatal homicides. And we do that in a kind of non-traditional way, where we basically take people who have grown up in the high-risk areas of our city, who have reputations, who have respect, for kind of being the opposite of what we're trying to promote, honestly. But, we take them out of that element. We give them the resources and, all the skills necessary to be better people in society, to know how to mediate conflict. And we put them right back in their element where they grew up in the neighborhoods. They kind of made a name for themselves, hoping that that same respect will translate into doing the right thing as opposed to leading and being, bad influences. So, that's pretty much the Safe Streets gist. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, and what is your role in Safe Streets? Or do you have like a role? Do you have like a title? Okay.
So I am the violence prevention coordinator at the McElderry Park site. So there's 10 sites across the city. McElderry Park is southeast Baltimore. Sorry, northeast Baltimore.
Okay.
Listen, here's the thing.
Shout out to Sean Glizzy.
Here's the thing. I'm from West Baltimore, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when I first got the job, I was assigned over east, and it was a new element for your girl.
Yeah.
But I love McElderry Park. They loved on me. I love on them. So I'm sorry. It is northeast Baltimore.
Okay.
McElderry Park, and I'm the violence prevention coordinator. Actually, the violence prevention coordinator of the year, last year, 2025.
We popping bottles, y'all. So.
Right, come on now.
Yeah, we popping bottles, so we gotta pop the bottle for that one.
And basically, I'm the community liaison.
Okay.
My position, I'm there to make sure that the residents, the schools, the churches, the community leaders, the influencers all kind of have a connection, making sure there is a sense of community in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And then we have a budget for each site, and I get part of that budget to throw 2 community events and 1 community meeting in my catchment area every month.
Oh, so you busy.
Yeah.
I know that's
Booked
right.
and busy.
And you've been there for how long?
This August will make 2 years. It feels like forever.
Okay.
But
I felt like you have been there so much longer.
I was a volunteer for a long time. I
Okay.
always looked up to the program. One of my mentors, Troy Bradley, he's now a part of Monty, but he originally was in my role as a VPC.
Okay.
And so I shadowed him a lot, and I've been repping Safe Streets for a minute, but officially it's been 2 years.
2 years. So you have, since I've met you, I've known Deasia for quite some time prior to all of this, really. Right. So you've always been a strong, direct, clear person, okay?
Very much so.
And I just want to know, you speak clear, you answer the questions clear. You show up very knowledgeable. And we also see, or what I've noticed, is how the mayor trusts you. But we're going to come back to that. Although Black women being killed is not, I feel like we've seen a significant rise in it, maybe because it's more so in our face and media has, whatever the case may be. How do you show up in that space, in Safe Streets, the role that you play when stuff like that happens, and being, because you work with other females?
Like my coworkers?
Yeah, your coworkers.
So CVI period, not even just Safe Streets. Community violence interruption is the field.
Okay.
And it's predominantly male no matter where you go.
Yeah, so tell me about that. How do you maneuver as a female, a Black female? How do you maneuver through that role?
Yeah. So first things first, luckily I was already equipped with many of the skills because of the mother and the parents that I have. Like you said, I've always been, very strong-minded, and I'm going to stand my ground no matter where I am. So that helps to be equipped with that already. Second thing, my specific team, McElderry Park, I was blessed with having the most stand-up guys around me, so they make it a lot easier. If I only had to work in my little bubble with them, life would be great. Yeah. But, we do expand, and we do work with other teams in different programs and, even different cities sometimes. Okay. So, I feel like my priority is always reminding them that women, especially Black women who come from the inner city just like they do, have a different perspective. Most of the time, I won't lie, I'm blessed. Most of the time, I don't have too much pushback. I am heard. But there always is that moment where you're in a male-dominated space where you kind of feel like, are y'all listening to me? Yeah. Like, no, like I'm dead serious. Like I'm not listening to what I'm saying. So it's always been, those type of back and forth things. But honestly, whether it's work or nowhere else, I'm going to make sure I'm heard. So, I feel like for me, it's just work or anywhere. That's just why. Yeah.
Because I was like, let me kind of see how she move in that space. Yeah. Going back to Mayor Brandon Scott, what is the relationship between y'all two? Yes, because recently, speaking on all the things, I noticed how a reporter was asking him a question, and I guess, I don't know if he whispered in his ear, I got this. Because that's what he gave. He just stepped aside and allowed you to speak, which was a great answer, by the way, a great response. So can you just touch on your relationship for me?
Yes. I'm a fan of his and he is a fan of mine. Even before I got involved with Safe Streets and we were connected the way that we are, because as you know, he's going to stand 10 toes down behind Safe Streets program. You know? And we love him for that. So even before I was connected, I always was a fan. You know how young he was, Black, rocking an afro, that's my vibe. Yeah. So when I got the chance to get the Safe Streets job and actually meet him and be in closer confined spaces, honestly, I was so surprised as to how open he was, how accessible he was. Like when you think of a mayor, you think of, I can't. No.
Yeah, because I done DM'd him and he ain't answered. So yeah, let's talk about him. Yeah,
I've been left for red a couple times, I swear. But just once you are in the CVI program, because he's so hands-on and he really means what he say about changing the city and getting involved. He's there. He's at a lot of my events. He's around me a lot. So, and like I said, to my surprise, he listens to me. If I put him to the side, like, hey, I want to talk to you about this. I want to listen to that. I'm not saying he's going to be texting me and you know what I'm saying, but he's going to make sure it's heard or I'm directed to the right people. And then aside of that, once he, kind of took note of the fact that I like public speaking and that's kind of where I wanted to go in my career, he's always given me a platform, any opportunity. End of last year, we did the candlelight vigil for the city, and he invited me. Then we did the address of the state of the city, where he invited me and even gave me a little shout out, and that's like on national TV. And then things like the video you're talking about when we do press conferences, whenever he sees an opportunity for me to get on the microphone,
He put you on it.
he gonna give me that.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
put you
saying?
on
And
it,
I'll
sure.
love him
Yes.
forever, forever, forever for that.
Yeah. Do you feel like what it means to, especially a program and outreach? Because I feel like y'all do a lot of outreach. Y'all very much on the streets. She just was on the streets. If y'all saw her in a bright red orange shirt, she was out there
rock that
on the
orange.
bullhorn.
That was me.
With the crime declining in the city.
Historically.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the conversation like? And are y'all proud of yourselves in that moment when y'all see those numbers slowly but surely go down?
Absolutely. I cannot speak to how proud it makes me feel to be, honestly, to just be a member of Baltimore City.
Yeah.
To be a part of such a change like this in general, but then to know I had a hand directly in it. You know, it just makes my soul glow.
Yeah, I get that.
Especially, being from Baltimore City. I grew up here. I seen how bad it could get.
Yes.
I seen the lowest of the lows. I've lost people. I've seen my people lose people. And, it became the norm where we see 300, almost 400 murders a year, and everybody walking around like the shit normal.
Yeah.
I can cuss?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Everybody says that, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is actually insane. So, now to last year we had 133, Chelsea. 133?
And that's why I love God.
Yeah.
If you don't love God, something is definitely wrong
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. But I'm glad that I grabbed you now because I feel like summertime is always kind of tricky in the city because we've seen
niggas don't like heat.
Yeah, we've seen for real. We've seen bloody summers and it's gotten scary.
Yep.
And I think COVID was kind of like everybody calm down.
It was
everybody forget about it.
We had no choice.
We had no choice too. But I'm just happy to have you here. I'm just happy to have you here. But you are from West Baltimore.
Yes.
And I see that y'all have. So okay, are y'all just here? Is Safe Streets just here? Local?
Yes, Safe Streets is a Baltimore City program, but there are many, many, many programs across the country that are very, very similar. That's why we try to connect a lot. We just had a team from St. Louis today at the shooting response that you were talking about. So we try to go experience their culture and how they do it. They try to come here, but it's a lot of similarities between the programs, and especially like inner cities with high violence.
So being from having Baltimore blood run through our veins, do you feel like it's hard to gain the city's trust? And I'm only asking that because you look at the city from a different view.
Yeah.
Both sides. It's like you're doing something great, but you know what's going on out here. You kind of see it. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that Baltimore is hard and people don't take leadership seriously? Like, I love Sheila Dixon.
Yeah.
I got over the old Navy
girl
gift cards.
Sheila.
Yeah, she. But then I thought she was making this major comeback. And then she's on national television getting miscellaneous items thrown at her.
Yeah.
And then people are like, how am I supposed to take her serious? Sheila, I love you, Sheila. I'm sorry. But girl, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You get New Balances.
That was a lot.
Nike, and Nike sweatpants thrown at you on national television, She.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. But you want to be
seriously.
there. So how, do you think that it's kind of hard to get the city's trust? Because I feel like we've been, I guess, quote unquote, let down in a way. How do you
feel like we are used to being let down, like you said. And no matter what it comes to, whether it's politicians, it doesn't matter what it is. Somebody from Baltimore, we just have a natural thing with us where we're going to be skeptical.
Okay.
But what I've learned is if you are real, if you are authentic, if you come as you are and you straight up and transparent, then my city ain't got no problem with accepting you. You know what I mean? Like for me, ever since I started this work, everything I do is on Instagram. I make sure, not for the vanity, not for, because it's important that people understand that this is actually work. This is stuff that you can do. I can do it. You can do it. And, honestly, to have people that look like them. And that's my second point. You got to be relatable. The moment I don't think you can understand where I'm coming from, or you can't understand what I'm talking about, I have nothing to say to you.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I feel like with Brandon Scott, with him giving me people like me
Mm-hmm.
positions to speak and to be in front of the camera and to speak to the people that come from where we come from.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit easier because I talk like them, I walk like them, I dress like them. I'm them for real. You get what I'm saying? So
I called Brandon Man Leroy for 6
Yeah.
months when he had gangsters in his head.
The braid era.
Shout out to Man Leroy.
The braid era,
No,
yeah.
for real. I was like, okay, here we go.
So yeah, I just think it's about being authentic
Mhm.
and also relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had watched another interview of yours and you were talking about your brother being shot.
Yes.
Did he pass away or no?
No, he was
Okay.
shot 2 separate occasions within a span of 10 months.
Okay.
Both non-fatal.
Okay. Ooh.
He is still irking my nerves.
Yeah. Is that who the cash apps are for? I saw you posted the other day. It's payday for the siblings.
Actually, none of those cash apps were for him.
Okay.
You know, I got so many. I have 8 siblings that's all younger than me. So
Yeah.
he was not that day.
Okay, not that day.
Yeah.
So how do you be a victim and also, in a sense, comfort a victim?
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance that?
I think whenever you can come from a place of empathy rather than sympathy, it's always a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to sit next to somebody and speak to them about losing a loved one or knowing that pain of thinking you lost a loved one, but you have never sat in that seat or you've never felt that.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you can't be sincere, not saying your heart can't go out to them and you can't love on them as best you can. It'll never be the same as saying, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, not saying I'm happy I had to experience that. That was one of the worst 2 nights of my life. But when it relates to the work that I do and the impact that I want to have on my community,
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely a bonus to know how somebody feels. And also because some people, they want to help so bad, but because you don't know how I feel, you don't know that sometimes help is silence.
Yeah.
You don't know that sometimes help is just calmness and peace.
I get that.
You know, some people want to fix and they want to be able to do tangible things.
Mm-hmm.
But in moments like that, it's quite literally nothing you can do. And all somebody want is good energy, you know? So I was good at my job before the experience.
Mm-hmm.
But afterwards, I know, you know, those little nuances.
Like, and you look at it kind of different.
Yep.
You approach it differently.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Safe streets. Can you tell me, or how do you feel about the fake narrative around safe streets? Girl, I knew that. Look, girl, that's why I had to have you here, girl. That's why I had to have you here. You have, I feel like, I don't really know because I don't get into it. I don't read the comments. That's not me.
I'm trying not to.
Yeah, I read the comments on Beyonce's thing, but other than that, you won't catch me in no comments. But how do you feel about the other things that people say about safe streets?
Yeah, I feel like, hey y'all, the city of Baltimore just had 133 homicides within a year. That has not happened since damn near the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been that low?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it's overshadowed by one person's mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's utterly ridiculous. It's so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it changes nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The media is going to spin the narrative the way that they want. Come to my community.
Yes, they are. Mm-hmm.
Talk to them about the difference that they've seen, you know, since we've been there. The connections they have with my team.
Mm-hmm.
Like any team, nobody is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, excuse me. Like any team, there isn't going to be everybody being perfect.
Okay.
You know, some people make mistakes, and I just told you how the program works.
Yes.
We are taking people who are traumatized more than likely from birth damage.
Mm-hmm.
We are growing up in these cities where it's constant cycles of poverty, constant cycles of abuse, constant cycles of trauma, okay? We're removing them and asking them to become something bigger.
And it's working.
And they absolutely, they've shown us more times than not that it works. They go back in those same neighborhoods. Come on, let's think about any other type of recovery. Because violence is just like any other disease. It's just like any other addiction. You know what I mean? So if we take a drug addict, we put them in rehab, we give them everything that they need, and then we throw them back downtown on Baltimore Street.
Yeah.
We would pray and we would hope, you know, that they would take the tools and take their coping skills and do everything necessary to not revert back to who they were. But if it would happen, we would call it a relapse. And more times than not, we would give that person grace. You know, and obviously we are talking about lives here, and I do understand that.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that someone in their horrible decision deserves the grace. You're an adult, you know better, you've been trained, you've been in the same classes I have, you know. I'm saying as a program, the work that we do, when you look at the percentages of people that choose to make those decisions and people who have truly turned their lives around, and not only turned their lives around, but reach back down to change as many lives as they possibly can, I don't see how it's fair.
Yeah. I totally get that. I thank you for that.
Thank you.
Girl, you good at answering, girl. You good at answering. So the youth.
Yes.
How
My babies.
Yeah. The YNs. Something was in that Similac. I don't know what was in it, but it was pieces of lead paint. How do y'all work with the juveniles and the youth? Because I feel like now that we slowly are seeing what do they call it? Rec centers be back open. I remember being young. I used to go to Leaf Walk Rec.
Right.
They used to have freak parties on Fridays. I paid $2
we was
to get up there.
We was outside, but we had stuff to do.
Yes, we had stuff to do.
Yeah.
Yes. So how do you feel looking at the youth now?
It makes me so happy because I remember a big chunk of my adulthood, you know, I felt like for all my siblings, like, they're not getting what I had. We was riding bikes. I couldn't find my friends for hours. I'm going to the corner store. You seen? No, they just left. They was looking for you. Now I got to run. Where they go? They went to the playground. Go to the playground. They just left. They said they was going up, you know, really chasing your friends for hours because nobody got a cell phone. Y'all just on bikes, running up and down. Listen,
literally.
Stank.
Yeah.
Go in the house. You smell rank. You know what I mean?
No,
like for real. Disgusting.
Yes.
Y'all too fresh for me these days.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What you mean your 10-year-old got on $1,000 shoes?
I don't know. My daughter's going to the 10th grade this year.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the prom. Baby, I'm going to be selling foot pictures by the end of the year.
It's giving Met
this
Gala.
year.
It's giving Met Gala.
Yeah, very much so. It's a rollout. There are promo videos.
Excuse me?
So don't interrupt my Martin Marathon because your daughter leaving from the Sagamore.
Literally. I feel like the rec centers is exactly what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Put them kids out their house. Get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get them out.
Get outside. They got to connect with each other, learn how to talk to each other in person because also, you know, so I work for Safe Streets 9 to 5, but then outside of that, me and my mom have our own nonprofit where we also work in the community. So no matter where I'm at, this is what I do. And with our nonprofit, Pleasant Beginnings, we work inside of Baltimore City schools.
Okay.
Seeing the way the classrooms have changed, like you'll ask a question to the classroom. Okay, class, what color is the sky? And they just stare at you.
Because they're down like this all damn day.
That's what I had to realize. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Because when they watching YouTube channels and stuff and people asking them questions, they don't have to respond.
Yeah.
So now they're in real life situations and they are
know.
Not answering. They think it's rhetorical.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I literally need y'all to answer.
Yes, that's why people thought the sky was falling the other day when it turned blue or purple.
Why are we lighting snow on fire and talking about it's not melting when it's clear science that creates a barrier and the black stuff that you're seeing is from the lighter fluid? Like, relax.
Yeah.
Now, I'm all for a government conspiracy.
Yeah, I know how I feel.
I don't trust the government at all. You know? Yeah. But let's put the kids in school.
Yeah. Get them out the house. Put them out before 18.
Let's get them in school. Let's get them with teachers who look like them and understand where they come from. Let's get the rec centers back open, rec teams. Let's, community, for real. That's literally all it's about. Whether it's Safe Streets, Pleasant Beginnings, that's literally what I'm all about.
I get that. Outside of Safe Streets, I also noticed that you are very outspoken about mental health.
Yes.
Tell me how that works with you, being in the spaces that you are always in.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
I am still a work in progress. Well, first things first, I am diagnosed bipolar 2.
Okay.
So getting my own diagnosis and learning how to cope and know my cues and, stuff like that, that was a challenge in itself. I feel like the last thing we talked about, it works in a superpower for other ways because it puts me in a place of empathy where I can understand where the people I'm connecting with are coming from. And because I went through that, and also because I had the support and the love that I had from my family, I have a huge family. My friends, like, with the tightest little circle you'll ever meet. But when I tell you, unbreakable.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So because I was so blessed and couldn't imagine what it's like for somebody to go through what I was going through, but with nobody.
Yeah.
I just like to speak out as much as possible. I literally throw my diagnosis out like it's and not because it defines me, but because,
I get that.
you know, I want people to understand that one, it's a stigma behind it, and that don't mean I'm crazy. That don't mean I'm still talking with the mayor. I'm still doing my nonprofit, you know. But I am bipolar, and that's okay. And I'm figuring it out, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not perfect, but I just feel like it's so important, especially in the Black communities and Black families, to just get rid of the idea that soon as someone says that they need a therapist, or soon as somebody, you know, whatever it is, that it's automatically something negative, or they have this cloud around them. It literally means nothing. It's totally fine. If you broke your leg, you would go to the doctor. If your car had a problem, you would go to the mechanic. That's a car doctor. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, there are doctors and there are people there to help. So when it comes to our mind and our mental health, it should be absolutely no different.
Yeah. And it's Men's Mental Health Month. Go ask that nigga if he okay.
For real.
Go ask that nigga.
And make him answer for real. Don't just let roll off with the I'm good.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Nigga, what's wrong? I get it.
Real.
Yeah, for real.
You know, check in.
Yes. So, what do you feel like is missing out of the conversation of violence, of really our youth, incarceration? Do you feel like we should be really paying attention now? Because I feel like we're losing our youth more and more every day.
Yep.
Because I wanted to talk to you about the assault that happened to the little girl at the home, and they beat her up and stuff like that. So how did you, when you saw that, how did you feel? And what also is missing from the conversation when you see stuff like that?
Yeah. It literally broke my heart. I couldn't even watch all of it because it was that gruesome. But the thing about it is, my heart broke for her, for sure, firstly.
Yes.
But it also broke for every other child in that video. Because what we have to understand is, as much as everybody like to make it out to be their monsters, and I'm not saying they don't deserve the consequences of their actions. What I'm saying is they are children.
Yes.
What I'm saying is they are underdeveloped minds who learn from experience, who learn from their environments. So the question needs to be, what in the fuck have these children been exposed to?
Correct.
Have been allowed to witness? That they have and haven't been checked up on? Because life happens, and we can, as parents, you know, parents can't always protect you from everything or hide everything from you. So life does happen, but it is our responsibility to check in with our kids, to see how they're feeling, to see what they're angry about, to see, do you even know how your child processes anger? Or is your child too afraid to even tell you that they're upset, and then they go to school and do some bullshit like that? You know, so whether it was for the victim or any other child in that video, I was just very, very sad, because the first thing my mind goes to is, we failed. And I mean we. I don't know their child in that video, but as a community, we fail every single one of them. Because that's going to affect all of them for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? So, to answer the question, what we're missing, we've been losing recipes. You know, like, it was just a point of time. And again, not saying I'm trying to go back to the civil rights movement. You know, I'm not trying. Okay, let me correct myself. I'm not saying I'm trying to go back to segregation.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying right now. But if you want to have that conversation another time, let me know.
Okay, we can have that conversation.
All right. But that's not what I'm saying. Let's go back to that. But I'm saying when that was the case, we had a sense of community. And I'm not just blaming us, because we were systematically broken down as a community. There were certain things put in place that prohibited us from continuing that love that we had for each other, that protection that we had from each other. And there were other things that were put into place that made us begin to attack each other and see each other as enemy rather than family. So it's not all our fault, but it's now our responsibility to undo those things. We got to go back to my brother. We got to go back to my sister. There was a reason that we addressed every Black person like that, no matter whether you know him or not. You ain't had to know nobody to say my brother. You know?
I get that.
And it's because no matter where you were, there was a sense of family and protection. And I think that we lost, that was taken from us. Intentionally taken from us. Now it's just up to us to rebuild it and put it back. So yeah, I think only thing that's missing is camaraderie.
Okay.
community, family.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I'm 35. Allegedly. I don't know what they put. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. But we're watching baddies, we're watching stuff like that. And then it's like something like that happens. It's like, well, we're the era of parents. And
are you watching Natalie Nunn on Sundays with your child?
No, for real. I don't watch it. I can't. It's too much. The beating up, girls getting $3,000 for black eyes and broken jaws. I can't stand it.
This is the thing, because when we was watching that, when we was growing up, we had a different world. You know, we had Fresh Prince.
Yes.
They were going to HBCUs.
Yes.
The baddies in our TV shows, even That's So Raven. You know, like, the shows were about something. Remember That's So Raven had like the racism episode. They had the body positivity episode.
Yes.
Like, it was stuff that we watched that, one, connected us as black people, that made us feel proud. They was rocking, you know, Will Smith was fresh, but he stayed with an HBCU sweatshirt.
Yes.
You know?
Martin too.
Martin, same, all the
yeah.
shows. Like, you know, we had comedy and first of all, we had shows. Yeah. That was just black shows and not about our violence towards us and not about being raped and gangs and violence. We had shows about our families.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, like you said, this is what we're left with. This is what we're bonding over. And then we confused as to why we treat each other like that.
Yeah, and why we see
people don't understand it.
Yeah, the kids are watching it.
You are what you eat, and that's in every form. So if that's all you absorb, even when it comes down to music. A couple months ago, I literally had to clear out my music library because it was just like too much negativity. Yeah. You seen the way I came in. I always got my earphones on. Yeah. So it's constantly something playing in my ear. And I had to realize that I'm literally consuming this. It's affecting my mood. It's affecting my brain. It's affecting the way I react to people. And I'm an adult.
I get that.
So imagine your child.
I get that.
I think that people are just too careless with the way of what they let their child consume. And I ain't had no baby yet. Yeah. You know, I've raised a baby. I got my pumpkin.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Harm.
But hey, Harm. But I have not given birth to a child yet. So I know it's hard, and I know it's so much going on today as parents, and we got so much to deal with as adults. I can understand how things fall between the gaps.
Absolutely.
But hey, you push that baby.
Okay.
Hey, you let that nut go, and that baby is here, and it's now your responsibility. So toughen the fuck up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know.
What do you want your impact to be?
I would hope that the legacy I leave behind is ultimately Black love. Like, you know, anybody that speaks about me the day that I'm gone, or anybody that has ever been connected to me, I just hope that whether they felt like I gave them love, whether they felt like I helped them be more open to loving Black people in general, whatever it is, as long as some Black person felt love, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what y'all got coming up? What do y'all have going on now?
Okay. So I got a lot going on. So, you know, I just kind of launched my own separate platform for my speaking engagement and my advocacy work. So that's Black Girl Speaks on Instagram. So, you know, that's my page. And just because I'm always connected to an entity, whether it's Safe Streets or whether it's Pleasant Beginnings, both of which I love and give my heart to. But, you know, I wanted to stand on my own because you know, I feel so passionately about this, and I want my words to be my words. I don't always want my quotes to belong to somebody. You know what I mean? So, damn, I lost my train of thought. What was the question?
No, I was just saying, what did you have coming up? Yes.
So Black Girl Speaks, boom.
Okay.
I plan on doing a lot more speaking engagements, and, you know, really getting into the community, whether it's in the colleges that we have here in Baltimore, Pride Festival, whatever it is. I just want to put my face out there more, connect with more communities, and outside of just the ones I'm in for nonprofit and Safe Streets. For Safe Streets, like I said, every month I got 2 community events and 1 community meeting. So
I'm gonna try to let me know so I can try to come.
Literally, I post them, but I also will start sending them to you directly. And then for the nonprofit, we have a lot going on. Like I said, we are in 3 Baltimore City schools and 2 rec centers. Actually, it's about to be 4 because this upcoming year we're at Emerson High School. Oh, yes. So we have a lot of programming. We have the Podcast Academy with Pleasant Beginnings. We have the entrepreneurship program with Pleasant Beginnings, where we pretty much prep youth from beginning to end on their business. We teach them exactly how to run it, how to do inventory, overhead costs, taxes, savings, all of that stuff.
I know that's right. Life skills. I love a good life skill.
For an 8-week program, and then we book them, you know. So
that's right. Yeah.
Literally, we get them their first gigs, whatever their service is. We help them go out and find their first clients and stuff like that. We pay for the LLC. So we'll continue on all that, and we just, you know, for Pleasant Beginners, it's just about growth.
Okay.
Taking everything we do, because we're a grassroots organization, just me and my mom for real. So just making everything bigger.
Yes. And don't forget about me, because I really want to start doing outreach, because eventually my brand, I want to do some outreach.
Anybody that tell me I want to work in a, don't tell me that.
I will send you my days off.
Don't tell me that, let's just remind you. It's summertime, it's hot outside.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
It's hot.
If I get a bullhorn, I'm going to get a fan and a chair.
We got a block clean up. Yeah, they bring in a 50-foot dumpster for us to fill.
Oh, all right. I got a piece of paper.
But it's for the kids. But also, you know, also fun stuff like this Thursday, we having a community block party.
Okay.
I'm bringing out all the resources, but you know, we're going to have a DJ, we're going to have a food truck, we're going to have a bouncy house. But, you know, so connecting with our community and the culture that we have, the way that we do, but also making sure they're getting the stuff that they need.
Yes.
You know?
I get
So, yeah, I'm going to start sending you everything.
Okay. Look at the camera. Tell them where let people know where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me on Instagram. My main page is blackgirl.d. That's kind of where I'm cleaning it. Y'all can go in there. It's like, I've been posting this since I was like 13.
Yeah.
My whole life story. But I'm trying to clean it up. That's my personal page, and you know where y'all can really connect with me and my personality. And I just created blackgirl.speaks. And that's more of my professional platform where I'll be doing all of my community work, all my advocacy, and all my public speakings. So both my Instagram pages, that's where I'm most active, probably too active. And those are my handles on everything, but Instagram definitely the spot for me. Okay.
Thank you, Deasia, for coming.
So
I was very excited about getting you
for
here.
having me.
I admire you. I admire you. I give you literally flowers. Here you go. Here you go.
So I can't wait until you on daytime television.
You. Oh, girl, I can't wait. We got Sherry out the way.
Literally.
We got Sherry out the way.
I can't wait till you on the TV. I'll be texting you like, girl, I want an episode.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate for you coming.
Absolutely.
Time was wonderful, and I'm glad that you were open to come.
Thank you so much. You know I'm doing so much, girl, so let me know when we spin in the bin.
Oh, yeah, we definitely going to spin a bit. I feel like everybody that I've interviewed, I'm working with them again.
Yes.
But I really do appreciate you for coming. If y'all like what y'all see, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow Chelsea Rae TV on all platforms. Remember to email me at ChelseiRaeTV@gmail.com if y'all want to collaborate, or if there's something or someone that you want to see on the show. Thank you for watching. Believe in me, believe in yourself, and I love you. Mwah.